here we are with part 1 speaking questions. And the first topic is movies. What kind of movies do you like?
I prefer to watch religious movies because through these kind of movies I will get a chance to know about my religion more.
Did you go to cinema often when you were a child?
Of course, when I was a child, I prefer to visit the cinemas on weekend with my parents for watching the new movie.
What kind of movies did you watch as a child?
When I was child, I prefer to watch the cartoon animated movies.
Let's talk about clothes. Do you think much while choosing the clothes you're going to wear?
Yes, I think twice before wearing the clothes because being a management student, I have to look presentable.
Do you buy new clothes often?
Uh, I do not like to buy new clothes frequently because I am a person who cut the coat according to the cloth.
What do you do with your old clothes?
I like to recycle the old clothes in different ways. For example, recently I have made a handmade bag with my old denims.
Let's talk about bags. What kind of bag did you take to school when you were a child?
As a child, I prefer to carry the backpacks.
Do you carry a bag now when you go out?
Yes, as I am in college, so I like to carry the backpack still.
Would you like it if somebody gifted you a bag?
I do not like a bag as a gift. I think person should give money so that person can use that money accordingly.
Do you have different bags for different occasions?
I do not have much collection of bags, so I only have carry bags.
What do you put in bag?
Being a student, I like to carry books. Apart from books, I like to keep money in it and sometimes the essential feminine products.
Do you change your bags often?
Uh, as I am an MBA student, so I prefer to change my bag after a semester.
Okay, next topic is teacher. Who was your favorite teacher when you were a child?
When I was in school, my favorite teacher was S. Walia. She taught me English very well.
Would you want to be a teacher in the future?
I don't want to become teacher in the future because I have a passion to become a manager in a renowned company of my hometown.
Have you ever had a bad teacher?
I have never faced such kind of experience in my life. By God grace, my all teachers are good.
And what kind of teachers do you like?
I like the teachers who have a potential to teach the students by motivating them positively instead of highlighting their mistakes again and again. Apart from this, I like the teacher who usually like two-way communication with the trainees.
Our next topic is wild animals. Are there any wild animals in your area?
Yes, there is a zoo where various kind of wild species are kept by the state government.
Have you ever been to a zoo or safari park?
I have never got such kind of a chance to visit the safari park or a zoo, but in future if I would get, I would definitely go.
Okay, which animal would you like to see?
I would like to see a rhinoceros because it is very scary and I have a dream to get the knowledge about that animal in person.
Do you like to watch TV programs about wild animals?
Yes, on TV there is a channel Wild Animal or Animal Planet. So I prefer to watch the animal related shows in the evening.
Let's talk about chocolate. How often do you eat chocolate?
As I have a sweet tooth, I like to eat chocolate in the evening on daily basis because it helps me in rejuvenating my mind.
Which is your favorite flavor and why?
I like the chocolate which is produced by Cadbury. Most of the time I prefer to eat silk.
Is chocolate expensive in India?
Yes, chocolates which are produced by other nations are quite expensive than the chocolates which are produced at local level.
When was the first time you had chocolate?
When I was in 8th standard, at that time my father gave me a box of chocolate on my birthday.
Let's talk about weekends. Do you like weekends?
Yes, being a student, I like weekends because on weekends I get a chance to refresh my mind and only on that days I get a chance to do the leisure activities.
How do you usually spend your weekends?
I like to cut my weekend time by doing the leisure activities.
Okay, in your country, do men and women usually do the same kind of things on weekends?
I think men like to spend their weekend with their friends by going out. However, women like to take rest on those days as they try to cover maximum domestic tasks on the weekend because on weekdays they don't have much time due to their hectic schedule.
Do you plan for your weekends?
I do not like to plan for the weekends. On weekends, I like to do the unplanned things instantly.
Is there anything new that you would like to do on weekends?
Yes, I have a plan to learn car driving on this weekend.
All right. Let's talk about bikes, bicycles. Did you have a bicycle when you were young?
Yes, when I was child, I had a bicycle. I remember the first bicycle had two sports because I was very afraid of riding the bicycle.
Did you ride a bike to school?
My father afraid of riding the bicycle to the school because of the heavily occupied the road.
Okay, do you ride a bicycle when you go out now?
Well, I use Activa for going outside because now I have become mature, so I want to use the bicycle.
Let's talk about concentration. Can you concentrate for a long time?
Yes, I can pay attention to the things for a long time, and I have learned this skill by doing meditation on daily basis.
Is it easy for you to concentrate in a noisy place?
On noisy place, there are a lot of distractions which distract my mind and which distract me from doing the task in an effective manner. So it is hard for me to pay attention on the things.
Let's talk about dreams. What was your childhood dream?
When I was child, I had a dream to become chef, but now I have dream to become a manager.
Are you the kind of person who sticks to dreams?
Yes, now I have become mature, so I pay much attention to my dreams and I try to chase them.
What is your dream job?
I have a dream job and it is manager, and I would definitely chase my dream in the future soon.
Do you think you are an ambitious person?
Of course, I am a goal oriented person and I like to achieve the goals.
Okay, let's talk about your favorite day. Which day is your favorite?
My favorite day is Tuesday as I am a devotee of Lord Hanuman.
Which day is your least favorite?
I do not like Saturday because on Saturday most of the people feel lethargic because of the hectic weekdays.
Let's talk about helping others. Do you usually help people around you?
I do not like to help the people around me until or unless they ask me to do so.
Do you help people around you, such as neighbors, family, or friends?
Yes, I vividly remember a time when I helped my next door family. He is an old uncle who requested me to drop him to the bus stand as he did not drive the vehicle himself.
Did your parents help you a lot when you were young?
Yes, when I was young, my parents helped me in my academic tasks a lot because I was failed to do those tasks myself.
Okay, let's talk about noise or noisy place. Do you like to stay in a place with lot of noise?
No, I am a person who like to live in a place where there is a lot of calm and peace.
What kind of noises are there in the area where you live?
As my house is on GT road, so it is always occupied by the vehicle and there is a railway station near it, so there are a lot of sound related to train horns.
Do you want to move to a quieter place?
Yes, I am planning to move to a village because in village there is a less noise pollution.
Okay. Do you think there is too much noise in today's world?
Yes, there is a lot of voice in the world today because of the industries, because of the automobiles and other factors.
Let's talk about geography. Have you ever learned geography?
When I was in 7th standard at first time, my teacher taught me the geography.
Is it useful?
Yes, I think geography is very useful because it provides me knowledge about the important rivers of the India.
Do you want to be a geography teacher?
I don't want to become a teacher as I have already mentioned that I have a dream to become a manager.
Alright, let's talk about fishing. Is fishing popular in your country?
As I live in plain areas, so fishing is not popular in my region, but in coastal areas, it is a famous leisure time activity of the people.
Do you like eating fish?
Being vegetarian, I avoid to eat fish.
Have you ever seen any movies with lot of fish?
I have never got such a chance, but in future, if I would definitely like to watch it.
Okay, let's talk about music. Do you often like to listen to music?
I love to listen religious music because through this I can calm my mind and I can get the positive vibes.
When do you listen to music?
I love to listen the religious music in the mornings.
How much time do you spend listening to music every day?
Every day I spend 10 to 20 minutes to listen the religious chants.
Have you ever been to a concert?
Yes, last Sunday a famous singer came to my hometown. At that time, I went there for attending his live show.
Okay. Do you like to listen to live music?
I do not like it much because on the live concerts, the place is heavily occupied by the people.
Okay. Let's talk about library. Do you often go to library?
Being a student, I like to use library a lot for reading activities.
What do you usually do in the library?
In library, I like to do reading. Apart from this, I think library is the best place for completing the college assignments.
Did you go to library when you were a child?
When I was child, I was not aware with the term library, so I did not use the library much.
Okay, let's talk about keys. Do you always bring a lot of keys with you?
I do not like to carry keys. All the keys are carried by my parents.
Have you ever lost your keys?
As I have never carried key in the life, so I have never got such kind of experience.
Do you think it's a good idea to leave your keys with the neighbor?
I do not think so. It is a good idea to drop the keys with the neighbor because it hits the privacy of the house.
Let's talk about jewelry. Do you often wear jewelry?
Being a student, I do not like to wear it.
Okay. What type of jewelry do you like?
In future, if I would prefer to wear a jewelry, at that time I prefer to wear the ring or the bracelets.
Do you usually buy jewelry?
Being a student, I do not have much money to buy the jewelry.
Okay, let's talk about happiness. Is there anything that has made you feel happy lately?
Yes, there was a time when I achieved my goal after facing lot of difficulties, but finally when I achieved it, I was over the moon.
What made you happy when you were a child?
When I was a child, I usually felt happy when I got an ice cream from my mother.
Okay, let's talk about birthday. What do you usually do on your birthday?
On my birthday, firstly, I would like to pay obeisance in the Kali temple, which is famous in the Patialvis. Apart from this, I like to cut the cake with my members of family.
Okay, what did you do on your last birthday?
On last birthday, I went to the temple and in the evening, I cut the cake with my friends.
Do you think it's important to celebrate birthdays?
Yes, but it is must to celebrate the birthday because birthday is a special day for everyone.
Let's talk about mirrors. How often do you look at the mirror every day?
When I go outside, at that time I prefer to look myself in the mirror.
Would you use mirrors to decorate your room?
I do not like to use mirrors for decoration purpose in the room, as according to the Vastu, it is not good.
Let's talk about watch. Do you wear a watch?
As a student, I prefer to wear watch because watch help me in doing the things before the stipulated time frame.
Have you ever got a watch as a gift?
Yes, on last birthday, my class in charge gave me a watch as a birthday.
Why do some people wear expensive watches?
Some people want to show their status symbol in the society, so they prefer to wear the expensive watches.
Let's talk about cooking and housework. Do you do some cooking or help your family at home?
Yes, my mother has taught me various dishes, so she taught me how to cook them in an effective or traditional way. So I usually like to cook it.
Do you think your house is clean and tidy?
Yes, my mother is very health conscious and she definitely pays attention to the hygiene, so she always keeps the house clean.
Did you do some house cleaning when you were a child?
When I was child, I did not do such kind of things.
Okay, let's talk about names. How would you choose names for your next generation?
I would like to use my religious books for this task because from religious book I will get the meaningful name.
Does anyone in your family have the same name as you?
In my family, every person has a unique name, so we do not share the same name.
Are there any differences between how Indians name their children now as compared to past?
Yes, nowadays there is a trend that the fusion of mother and father's name is used for keeping the child name, but in the past, people like to use the religious books for keeping the name of a child.
Let's talk about public transport. What kind of public transport do you usually take?
I like to use bus for daily commuting.
When do you usually take public transport?
When I go to my college, at that time I like to use the bus because it is convenient and affordable mode of transport for me.
Okay. What type of transport is available in your area?
There are various kind of transports available in my hometown such as train, bus. Nowadays cab is quite popular among the people of my hometown.
Okay. Will there be more people taking public transport in the future?
As future is uncertain, I think people will not use much public transport in the future because they think by traveling by their own vehicle will help in maintaining their status symbol and it makes their journey more comfortable.
Alright, the next topic is weather. Which is your favorite weather and why?
I like the moderate weather because moderate weather allow me to do the indoor and the outdoor task effectively.
Okay. Do you prefer cold or hot weather?
Neither hot nor cold weather is liked by me because both the weathers are not much appropriate for doing the activities.
Are you in the habit of checking the weather forecast?
I do not pay much attention to the weather forecasting as I am a student, so I am already being occupied by many tasks.
Okay, the last topic of this session is writing. Do you write a lot?
Yes, I prefer to write a lot. Most of the time, I make notes related to my college assignments.
What do you like to write and why?
I like to write the notes which are given to me by my trainer for completing the college assignments.
Do you prefer typing or handwriting?
I like to write the things because through writing I can learn the things and I can retain for them long term. But typing is not a good way to learn the thing.
Alright, this is the end of the session. Thank you.